Hi, third video today. So look at the mess on the right. If you wait until the end and see this disaster, it's going to look very overwhelming and very confusing. But if you follow along, I promise you'll get the hang of it. If you can do this, you can do the rest of the chapter. And it's really cool because you can solve all kinds of other problems, other real life problems that people use um, to calculate how tall things are. This is really useful for measuring and calculating things that you can't use a tape measure for. As long as you have an angle and one measurement, you can figure out anything. So I'm going to now focus on the one that's over here on the left side. So if you want to know how to do the one on the right, go ahead and watch the video that I made just before this. So here's this picture. Now we got to look at it and figure out, this is the tangent ratio right here. We got to figure out what information we have. Do we have an angle? Do we have an opposite leg? Do we have an adjacent leg? So looking at this right here, let me go ahead and get the circle tool. Here is my angle. Okay, and then looking at these two, this is, whoops, undo that. This right here is across from it because this right here is the hypotenuse. So I don't have to worry about this length because sometimes they give you, whoops, sometimes they will give you extra information. We're not going to use it. But this right here is your opposite. So this is going to be 22. The adjacent here is, because this is opposite, this is the adjacent. Oh, that's really bad, A. You get what I'm saying. So the X is the adjacent. And then this right here, the angle, that's the 61. So I'm going to rewrite it over here on the left. Try to clean it up. So I have tangent of 61 degrees equals opposite is 22 over adjacent, which is X. Now you got to figure out how to solve for X. So it's not like the other problem where you can just multiply it because the 13 was down there in the denominator. If you try to multiply by 22, you end up just getting 22 times 22. That doesn't cancel anything out. So that's not what you're going to have to do. You have to multiply by the denominator. So you're going to have to multiply by X to get it out of there. Okay. Now I'm going to rewrite what I have. So now I have X times tangent of 61 degrees equals 22. All right, I'm almost done. It says right here, X times tangent of 61. And remember from what I said before, that tangent of 61 is just a number in your calculator. So don't stress about what the heck does this mean. It does not mean tangent times 61. Tangent 61 is just something you type in your calculator. So it's really just saying X times a number. So what do you do when you're solving for X and you're multiplying? Oops. That's okay. I kind of like that. It looks like a division bar. You're going to divide by tangent of 61 degrees. I'm sorry if you can hear my dog whining outside. He wants to come in here and be with me. So those cancel out. So your answer is going to be 22 over tangent of 61. So if you were by yourself and all you had was your textbook and you didn't have a calculator with that tangent button, if you wrote this as your answer, I would be so happy because that's all I care about, that you understand that the solution to this answer is 22 divided by tangent of 61. That's what I'm looking for. But of course, if it's asking you to find the decimal, I'm running out of time, just type it in your calculator. So that would be 22 divided by tangent of 61, and there's your answer, 12.19. Okay, so I hope that was helpful. Get back to me if you need more help. Bye.